You cut down a tree and you've had the stump ground out. Now you've got a pile of dirt mixed in with the chunks of the stump that were ground out, and you need to get dirt back in this hole so you can seed it and get some lawn growing here again. But you don't want to throw all of that debris, those chunks, in with it because that'll sour the soil. You need to separate this. Now I have an option here. I could just shovel this all up, haul it to the side of the woods and let the pieces decompose in the dirt, but I don't want to do that. I've got some extra clean dirt I can throw in here, but I want to reuse this dirt. So what I'm going to do, and I've done this in the past, so I have a nice big chunk of screen cloth, lay it across a couple of 2x4s, and then I'm going to shovel that dirt onto here, sift the dirt out into the hole, and then periodically dump those chips off to put them in the pile. And when I'm all done, I'll just need a little bit of top fill dirt to put on this before I seed, and I'll have these wood chips that I can just throw underneath the pine trees over there where I put a lot of the rest of the wood I chip up. I decided to bring the wheelbarrow over and just dump it right in the wheelbarrow instead of on the lawn. That little pile I had was what I'd raked up around the stump, but now that I'm collecting this, I'll put it right in the wheelbarrow and save a little bit of cleanup problem. I have the hole pretty much filled up with the dirt that I was able to salvage from the wood chips. Nice, dry, fine dirt that will spread easily in here. Next step will be to cover this with some good topsoil I have in the back of the truck. I also have a nice wheelbarrow load of wood chips from the stump grindings that I'll take over and put underneath the pine trees over there on the north fence line. That'll just fill that in. That's where I put all my chips when I grind them. Let's get on to the next step to make the final preparations to get this seeded and have it look like a nice piece of lawn. I threw 4 scoop shovelfuls of black dirt from the back of the truck on here to make up the difference. And I've got that smoothed out. I cleaned up most of the chips in the yard. The rest of the mower will take care of, so we're going to put a little grass seed down. And I don't need a lot. I don't need to bring the spreader down for this. You can gauge how much grass seed you need. And surprisingly, it's not a lot. If you put it on with a spreader, you'll see how sparsely the spreader puts it down. But I make sure I catch all the edges and just a little bit of starter fertilizer to make sure it has some nutrition when it gets started. Now we need to get that seed worked in just below the surface of the dirt, about a 1/4 inch or so. Just lightly cover that. Be very careful. Lightly running the fork over the rake over the top, the tines on the rake, just so the seed and the fertilizer is not exposed. Then we have to put some straw on there to keep it moist when we do water it. And I'm going to have to water this because it is extremely dry right now. There is no rain expected in the forecast for at least a week. That's unusual for here in this part of Wisconsin in the fall, but we are in a dry spell. And you do not want the seed to get dry once it's moist. I'm not going to do anything with this until tomorrow. I'm going to water it, and then I will be watering this every day until the grass sprouts, and then we'll see how we're doing for rain. That should be in about a week. And there you have it. The hole is filled, seeded, ready to replace all of this with some nice lawn grass. Nice, smooth, easy mowing. If you enjoyed this video, got some value out of it, well, please consider subscribing and certainly click the like button. I will be doing more of these types of things, taking care of the yard, construction projects. So if you want to catch those when they come out by subscribing, you'll always be notified when I put a new video out there. It's a beautiful, almost fall day in September, and it's almost a heat wave. It's almost 75 degrees, so I'm enjoying doing this. I hope you enjoy some time outside working on projects. So until next time, enjoy your projects and take care.